Gotta do that manually. Alright. I don't know what's up with that. YouTube's UI is fucked up right now. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so I gotta get more people in here, so I need to post in stream some Marx reading and games or the news in a couple hours. All right, let's see. I also want to post that so people see in the lefty poll. I guess I should use the SciTube thread so people see that too, and then the thread keeps getting bumped. It looks like it's way down there. Yeah, the thread definitely needs to get bumped so people know about the SciTube. That, and then I guess... Where's the search bar? There it is. Yeah. So streaming stuff. There we go. Alright, so yeah, gonna switch over a couple hours to do the news, but for right now, post that in the SciTube thread, and then probably... I already posted it in the news thread, that's right. So I don't think I need to post there. Maybe I should leave the internet trash thread alone. I already posted it on the lefty poll chat matrix anyway, so probably not going to be necessary to post it around too much. It usually takes people a minute to file in anyway. Let's see. How are we doing right now? Stream going to the correct locations. Ooh, need to tighten this a little bit. It's a little humid in here. Bandana's coming loose. Maybe today I'll do a face reveal. Hey, just stop using this fucking bandana. Oh, hey. How's it going, Truth? Good to see you. Yeah, I just got this idle game in the background, this communism themed idle game, so that's maybe gonna bring some, we'll see, maybe gonna bring some regular Twitch users in, and I'm gonna read some snippets of Marx for his birthday today. Damn, they got a lot of authors on Marxist.org. Yeah, this is the game is Adventure Communist. Just I mean, I can go in and like I can click and like, oh yeah, farm potatoes and shit, but it's also an idle game, so it'll play itself. So I don't actually have to do anything. Let's see. And I'm just gonna shout out that we got a happenings SciTube going because of the stuff in Bogota. So Yeah, there's some people in there. It's 2 hours, 10 minutes before news time. And yeah, I think I need to start streaming earlier because, like, Drew, you seems like you go to work like right when I start streaming or a little before that, and then the Europeans tend to have, you know, later hours at the same time. So better for me to start earlier than go later, I think. But hopefully we can get more people using the SciTube and streaming and stuff. That would be ideal. Oh, that's the one more place that I should post is the Marx birthday thread. Find the median. Yeah, that's part of the process is figuring out when most people are on. All right, when the new stream starts. Cool. All right, that was the last place that I hadn't posted yet. So that's good. All right, cool. Now I can just hang out, wait for people to pop in. We've got Koba streaming right now too, so that's cool that we've got a couple of regular streamers. You know, actually, I was thinking that what we could do is have Twitch has like groups or something. They have some kind of feature like that where multiple different streamers can become like affiliated with each other, and then people who are interested can like find the group and see who else is in there. So we could have some kind of like, I don't remember how that works. I think it's called, there's teams, which is one thing, and then I think there's like groups, which is another. Let me actually look that up. Yeah, sometimes it's not convenient to stream. It happens, you know. But yeah, so like, what's Twitch teams exactly? Let me see. All right, go get clean. Yeah, so teams, I think might be. Oh no, you have to be a Twitch partner to make a team, but there's something else that's like that, I believe. Actually, I do know you can make like, you can select people to be like friends or something on Twitch. There's groups too, I think maybe. If you have to be a partner to do a team, and teams are the only option, I guess somebody has to become a partner. But we probably should have like a thread maybe that's devoted to. Well, that's what the SciTube thread is for, I guess, isn't it? Yeah, I guess it would be better to handle all of that through the website than through Twitch. But that's something to look into for sure. All right, looks like I got a couple of people in the streaming SciTube now. Yeah, so here's the deal. I've got this idle game. This idle game, Adventure Communist, playing in the background. So while that's going and I'm playing the game, technically, I've got Marxist Internet Archive up. So, or Marxist.org up. So, could start reading some stuff from Marx in celebration of his 203rd birthday. He actually. Take a drink. It's been a minute since I had a drink. Let's see what we got. Hey Eugene, how's it going? Let me start with the manifesto, I guess. I'll select the selected section. Oh, they've got... I've never actually looked at the way that they have the search function on here. I always look for specific works. That's neat. And if anybody's got a request for what they'd like me to read from Marx, let me know. Communist Manifesto, any percent. Well, I would just skip to the end and read Workers of the World Unite, but yeah, sure. I could speed. Let me see. I've got 2 hours. Maybe I could speed run the manifesto. Oh, it just uses the... It just Googles it for you. That's a little weak. Alright. I've never, like, read this out loud from cover to cover, so... I don't know how long that would take. Probably a while. I can at least read the preface in the end, though. And I'll remind anybody, if you got a request for me to read something, especially if it's, like, shorter, I'll fulfill those. Alright, so... I think actually I'll skip the preface because I want to start with the opening lines because those are the best part. What's the preamble. There we go. A specter is haunting Europe. The specter of communism. All the powers of old Europe have entered into a holy alliance to exorcise this specter. Pope and Tsar, Metternich and Guizot, French radicals and German police spies. Where is the party in opposition that has not been decried as communistic by its opponents? By its opponents in power. Where is the opposition that has not hurled back the branding reproach of communism against the more advanced opposition parties, as well as against its reactionary adversaries? 2 things result from this fact. 1. Communism is already acknowledged by all European powers to be itself a power. 2. It is high time that communists should openly, in the face of all the whole world, publish their views, their aims, their tendencies, and meet this nursery tale of the specter of communism with a manifesto of the party itself. To this end, communists of various nationalities have assembled in London and sketched the following manifesto to be published in the English, French, German, Italian, Flemish, and Danish languages. Alright, we can at least do chapter 1. Chapter 1 isn't too long. The history of all hitherto existing society is the history of class struggles. Freeman and slave, patrician and plebeian, lord and serf, guildmaster and journeyman, in a word, oppressor and oppressed, stood in constant opposition to one another, carried on an uninterrupted, now hidden, now open fight, a fight that each time ended either in a revolutionary reconstruction of society at large or in the common ruin of the contending classes. In the earlier epochs of history, we find almost everywhere a complicated arrangement of society into various orders, a manifold gradation of social rank. In ancient Rome, we have patricians, knights, plebeians, slaves. In the Middle Ages, feudal lords, vassals, guildmasters, journeymen, apprentices, serfs. In almost all of these classes, again, subordinate gradations. The modern bourgeois society that has sprouted from the ruins of feudal society has not done away with class antagonisms. It has but established new classes, new conditions of oppression, new forms of struggle in place of the old ones. Our epoch, the epoch of the bourgeoisie, possesses, however, this distinct feature. It has simplified class antagonisms. Society as a whole is more and more splitting into 2 great hostile camps, into 2 great classes directly facing each other, bourgeoisie and proletariat. From the serfs of the Middle Ages sprang the chartered burghers of the earliest towns. From these burgesses, the first elements of the bourgeoisie were developed. The discovery of America, the rounding of the Cape, opened up fresh ground for the rising bourgeoisie. The East Indian and Chinese markets, the colonization of America, trade with the colonies, the increase in the means of exchange and in commodities generally, gave to commerce, to navigation, to industry, an impulse never before known, and thereby to the revolutionary element of the tottering feudal society a rapid development. The feudal system of industry, in which industrial production was monopolized by closed guilds, now no longer sufficed for the growing wants of the new markets. The manufacturing system took its place. The guild masters were pushed on one side by the manufacturing middle class. Division of labor between the different corporate guilds vanished in the face of division of labor in each single workshop. Meantime, the markets kept ever growing, the demand ever rising. Even manufacture no longer sufficed. Thereupon, steam and machinery revolutionized industrial production. The place of manufacture was taken by the giant modern industry, the place of the industrial middle class by industrial millionaires, the leaders of the whole industrial armies, the modern bourgeois. Modern industry has established the world market, for the discovery of America paved the way. The market has given an immense development to commerce, to navigation, to communication by land. This development has, in its turn, reacted on the extension of industry, and in proportion as industry, commerce, navigation, railways extended, in the same proportion the bourgeoisie developed, increased its capital, and pushed into the background every class handed down from the Middle Ages. We see, therefore, how the modern bourgeoisie is itself the product of a long course of development, of a series of revolutions in the modes of production of exchange. Each step in the development of the bourgeoisie was accompanied by a corresponding political advance of that class. An oppressed class under the sway of the feudal nobility, an armed and self-governing association in the medieval commune. Here, independent urban republic, as in Italy and Germany, there taxable third estate of the monarchy, as in France afterwards. And in the period of manufacturing proper, serving either as the semi-feudal or the absolute monarchy as a counterpoise against the nobility, and in fact cornerstone of the great monarchies in general, the bourgeoisie has at last, since the establishment of modern industry and of the world market, conquered for itself, in the modern representative state, exclusive political sway. The executive of the modern state is but a committee for managing the common affairs of the whole bourgeoisie. The bourgeoisie, historically, has played a most revolutionary part. I'll leave it on that note for a second. This early today, I'm just fucking around right now. This isn't the news. It's Marx's birthday, so I'm reading some Marx, and I've got, no, this way. I've got like a bullshit idle game in the background that's communist themed. It's, Adventure Communists. I could just leave it playing. Well, let me, just to make sure. Hold on, let me. There we go, that's where I got to. Let me just really quick play the game for a second so that I don't, what do you call it? I'm not like misleading or whatever. Yeah, I'm just reading some Marx because it's his birthday. And there's also, by the way, there's some stuff going down in Bogota in the happenings threads. Gaming. Hey, you know, that's what Twitch is for. It's for streaming games, you know. If that's what people are doing, that's what people are doing. If it draws them in, it draws them in. But yeah. I'm going to start reading the news at 6. Like I'm gonna try to. I've been doing 6:30 for me, but I'm gonna start trying to go for 6 instead because it's earlier, easier for people in Europe. And also because it's Marx's birthday happens to be Cinco de Mayo. Drinking some tequila, finishing up this bottle I got. Oh fuck, I breathed it in. Alright, where was I? Oh shit, that was a bad idea. Now I'm inhaling tequila every time. I should not have drunk it through the fucking bandana. That's a good way to get your BAC up really high really fast. The bourgeoisie historically has played a most revolutionary part. Yeah, I'm just reading Communist Manifesto, Chapter 1 at the moment. I'm gonna skip around. The bourgeoisie, if anybody has a recommendation, I've had like 2 shots of tequila. I'm gonna get drunk though. There's not that much left of this, but there's enough to get me drunk. I'll stop before I get to the news though. Let's see. Yeah, anybody has requests for reading Marx, let me know. I'll skip around. Pick out some various things. The bourgeoisie, wherever it has got the upper hand, has put an end to all feudal patriarchal idyllic relations. It has pitilessly torn asunder the motley feudal ties that bound man to his natural superiors, and has left remaining no other nexus between man and a man than naked self-interest and than callous cash payment. It has drowned the most heavenly ecstasies of religious fervor, of chivalrous enthusiasm, of Philistine sentimentalism, in the icy water of egotistical calculation. It has resolved personal worth into exchange value, and in place of the numberless, indefeasible, chartered freedoms, has set up that single, unconscionable freedom, free trade. In one word, for exploitation veiled by religious and political illusions, it has substituted naked, shameless, direct, brutal exploitation. When the bourgeoisie has stripped of its halo every occupation hitherto honored and looked up to with reverent awe. It has converted the physician, the lawyer, the priest, the poet, the man of science into its paid wage laborers. The bourgeoisie has torn away from the family its sentimental veil and has reduced the family relation to a mere money relation. The bourgeoisie has disclosed how it came to pass that the brutal display of vigor in the Middle Ages, which reactionaries so much admire, found its fitting complement in the most slothful indolence. It has been the first to show what man's activity can bring about. It has accomplished wonders far surpassing Egyptian pyramids, Roman aqueducts, and Gothic cathedrals. It has conducted expeditions that put in the shade of all former exoduses of nations and crusades. The bourgeoisie cannot exist without constantly revolutionizing the instruments of production, and thereby the relations of production, and with them the whole relations of society. Conservation of the old modes of production in unaltered form was, on the contrary, the first condition of existence for all earlier industrial classes. Constant revolutionizing of production, uninterrupted disturbance of all social conditions, everlasting uncertainty and agitation distinguishing the bourgeois epoch from all earlier ones. All fixed, fast, frozen relations with their train of ancient and venerable prejudices and opinions are swept away. All new formed ones become antiquated before they can ossify. All that is solid melts into air. All that is holy is profaned. And man is at last compelled to face with sober senses his real conditions of life, and his relations with his kind. The need of a constantly expanding market for its products chases the bourgeoisie over the entire surface of the globe. It must nestle everywhere, settle everywhere, establish connections everywhere. The bourgeoisie has through its exploitation of the world market, given a cosmopolitan character to production and consumption in every country. To the great chagrin of the reactionists, it has drawn from under the feet of industry the national ground on which it stood. All old established national industries have been destroyed, or are daily being destroyed. They are dislodged by new industries, whose introduction becomes a life and death question for all civilized nations, by industries that no longer work up indigenous raw material, but raw material drawn from the remotest zones, industries whose products are consumed not only at home, but in every quarter of the globe. In place of the old wants satisfied by the production of the country, we find new wants, requiring for their satisfaction the products of distant lands and climes. In place of the old national seclusion and self-sufficiency, we have intercourse in every direction, universal independence of nations. and as in material, so also in intellectual production. The intellectual creations of individual nations become common property. National one-sidedness and narrow-mindedness become more and more impossible, and from the numerous national and local literatures there arises a world literature. The bourgeoisie, by the rapid development of all instruments of production, by the immensely facilitated means of communication, draws all, even the most barbarian nations, into civilization. The cheap prices of commodities are the heavy artillery with which it batters down all Chinese walls, with which it forces the barbarians' intensely obstinate hatred of foreigners to capitulate. It compels all nations on pain of extinction to adopt the bourgeois mode of production. It compels them to introduce what it calls civilization into their midst, i.e., to become bourgeois themselves. In one word, it creates a world after its own image. So, I just not endorsing this view of civilization. I just want to make it clear that we're not saying that anybody who's not capitalist isn't civilized. But for the bourgeoisie's definition of civilization, sure, they're civilizing all those barbarians by making them into themselves. Damn, looks like I can't get any scientists in this game until I do some microtransactions or something. Oh, I can't upgrade. Okay, that's what I gotta click on, is the upgrade button regularly. Alright. The bourgeoisie has subjected the country to the rule of the towns. It has created enormous cities, has greatly increased the urban populations as compared with the rural, and has thus rescued a considerable part of the population from the idiocy of rural life. Just as it has made the country dependent on the towns, so it has made barbarian and semi-barbarian countries dependent on the civilized ones. Nations of peasants on nations of bourgeois, the East on the West. The bourgeoisie keeps more and more doing away with the scattered state of the population, of the means of production, and of property. It has agglomerated population, centralized the means of production, and has concentrated property in a few hands. The necessary consequence of this was political centralization. Independent, or but loosely connected provinces, with separate interests, laws, governments, and systems of taxation, became lumped together into one nation, with one government, one code of laws, one national class interest, one frontier, and one customs tariff. The bourgeoisie, during its rule of scarce 100 years, has created more massive and more colossal productive forces than have all preceding generations together. Subjection of nature's forces to man, machinery, application of chemistry to industry and agriculture, steam navigation, railways, electric telegraphs, clearing of the whole continents for cultivation, canalization of rivers, whole populations conjured out of the ground. What earlier century has even a presentiment that such productive forces slumbered in the lap of social labor? We see that the means of production and of exchange, on whose foundation the bourgeoisie has built itself up, were generated in feudal society. At a certain stage in the development of these means of production and of exchange, the conditions under which feudal society produced and exchanged, the feudal organization of agriculture and manufacturing industry, in one word, the feudal relations of power, became no longer compatible with the already developed productive forces. They became so many fetters. They had to be burst asunder. They were burst asunder. Into their place stepped free competition, accompanied by a social and political constitution adapted in it, and the economic and political sway of the bourgeois class. All right, that's a long paragraph. I'm gonna take a drink before I start on this one. And anybody wants me to read something else, some other snippet of Marx, I got some other stuff planned, but I'm happy to. Let me highlight that so I don't miss it. I'm on chapter 1 of the manifesto. After this, planning to, well, maybe chapter 2. Chapter 2's proles and commies. Chapter 1's bourgeois and proles. Maybe we'll get to proles and then I'll skip to something else. In your face, Sean. Yeah, my profile picture is my face. It's a joke. People wanted me to have the bandana on. It would make drinking easier, but it would make it less funny. Tell you what, hey Cap, what's up? I'll do a face reveal when I get to 100 followers on Twitch. I'm at 79, I think. So, yeah, I realized I can drink through the bandana, so. I realized I can drink through the bandana, so I figured, like, why the fuck not? Why not do it? Oh shit, I look like a Muppet right now. I can talk with my bandana in my mouth and I look like I'm a Muppet or something. I should do, like, what do you call it? What's a good Muppet? Oh, Kermit the Frog. He's like the Jordan Peterson voice. Oh, you need to clean your room, Bucko. You need to clean your room. And that's how you become, that's how you seize your, seize your political and personal potential. Yup. Alright, enough of that shit. Yeah, that's gross. What's filtered? Oh, filtered through the bandana. Alright, thanks for the lurk, Trude. Try to catch you later, but it seems like you streamed really too late for me. Average Jordan Peterson follower versus average communism enjoyer. Yeah. If anybody follows me, what is it? I think I'm at 79. Let me check. What is it? I've got 79 followers. I'll just drop the bandana and I'll do a face reveal at 100. Or alternatively, when the charity drive reaches the goal that I set, the pretty meager goal that I set for it. By the way, I'm doing a charity drive for an organization called Pro Literacy, which is an adult literacy program. No, it's 21. If it's 79, so that's 21 followers, not 30-ish. Yeah. So this charity drive down here, that's for Pro Literacy, which is an adult literacy charity, and it's U.S. based, but it has international affiliates. If you type into Twitch chat, Nightbot will give you charity. Type in !charity, and it'll give you the link to it. This is through Streamlabs, so all of the money that is given to it goes to the charity. They seem like, I checked them out, they seem pretty legit. I'm not an expert investigator on charities, but reading is COINTELPRO. I figured they were a pretty reasonable thing to do for a lefty pole theme stream. But I don't know. Usually, like, charity drives are a pretty good way to get more people watching stuff. This is going to be active all May. Yeah, I figured, it's May. It's the month of May Day. It's the month of Marx's birthday. Good time to be doing something for getting people to read. So that's there if anybody's interested. Just also curious to see if there's any kind of impetus there. If anybody from Twitch or whatever comes in. idiots on Twitter calling reading bourgeois. That's, yes, it is adventure communist. This is just, it's an idle game, so I can have it on in the background while I could just click on shit sometimes, and it's the game is being played. So technically, I'm not misleading anybody. It's an idle game. You can just like, oh, I have a daily potato capsule. Okay, cool. Oh, I got some science. Cool. I see. So that allows me to do experiments. Oh, I can unlock Comrade Blast. Comrade boost times quadruple 7, 20 seconds. Oh, so this is like the bullshit you're supposed to be paying for. All right. Yeah, so they're gonna work harder for a little bit, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Calling reading bourgeois is hilarious, but I don't know if it's more sad or hilarious, to be honest. That's pretty messed up. All right, so yeah, base dungism. Are dungists saying that reading is bad? Reading is what we're doing either way. We got I've got the manifesto up right now, reading chapter 1. My plan is, until it's time to start the news, I'm gonna just read some Marx. So anybody has like requests, you can post them. Oh, the game is dungism. I have no idea what the game's trying to simulate. It's just like, you know, it's whatever. I've got to actually, you know what? Maybe the maybe the game won't, or maybe the I could play another game that's actually pretty good. Let me see. I gotta take a second for it to boot up. If I leave Cookie Clicker Commie Edition running, it shouldn't be a problem. I know that this game does not have this game doesn't have an entry on Twitch, so I can't just I can't play it. Where is it? Find the window to capture it. Hold on. This is the game, but I'm trying to find the right window for it. There we go. All right. All right, that's the game. Let me stick that behind me. Adventure Communist is still playing, so let me move that over real quick. This is like an actual game. All right, this is just bullshit, but this is like an actual game that you can play. Let me close the browser so it's not duplicating the image. There we go. All right, so this game is like actually pretty cool. It's a simulation of I need to turn that volume down a little bit. This is a simulation of a capitalism, and you play as capitalism and try not to collapse. So this is pretty cool. AI dungeon. Play AI dungeon. I don't have AI dungeon, but I could get it. Probably not for today, but for another time. I'm probably going to start streaming like games or some stupid bullshit before I start doing the news. Hopefully trying to bring in Twitch people. Oh, it's web browser. Okay. Let me look that up. AI dungeon. Well, I can fucking... If it's on web browser, I could just pull it up. Oh, is it made for like, is it made for mobile or something? That's interesting. So you like, it's like a simulator or something? Mobile and web, okay. Well, hey, before I mess with that, let me show you. This is a pretty cool thing. I think you can find this if you Google it, or search for it, or whatever. Crisis theory is like simulating the economy. It's very simple. It's like one of those old school arcade games where you try to survive as long as possible. Well, basically, it takes like the circuit of capital and money, and it's like, all right, we're gonna show you the different factors that might cause a collapse, and you got to try to avert them. So let me actually hold on. How do I'm not sure I think the user interface is really basic, so I'm not sure I can actually go back to the main menu from here. But let's see. So anyway, your capital begins here in the money form, and then you use it to buy labor and means of production here. And the relative costs vary, and you can adjust them with the arrows here, which are there's various like methods that it'll pick randomly that indicate what you're doing. Purchasing labor power requires the payment of wages, which turn into worker effective demand, and are used, or the creation of means of production requires raw materials extracted from nature. Once purchased, means of production and labor are combined through technology to produce a commodity, which can be purchased through worker effective demand or through capitalist reserve. And capitalist reserve comes out of profit, and the rest of the profit goes back to money that you use to start the process over again. Yeah, once a commodity is sold, part of the profit is diverted to capitalists for storage and consumption, and part of it gets reinvested. So you start off with primitive accumulation, and then you adjust your options to try to avoid collapsing the system. So let's just start with primitive accumulation. We did public debt. So that's one thing that might happen is you get the government to finance some aspect of the economy. Public debt's an option. Enclose the commons is another. You privatize some things that are public domain. Wasn't that Adventure Capitalist? Adventure Capitalist was like the first game that they made, and then they created Adventure Communist as a spin-off. Let me actually, I think, this should be in front, actually. Yeah. So, like, just click on that a couple times. I'm still playing that game. It's just an idle game. You can't say that I'm, like, misleading my advertising with that. Yeah, so... Oh, it pauses when I'm away from it. That's good. I also really like that... I really like the music choice for this game, in the Hall of the Mountain King by Edvard Grieg. Alright, so we got too much labor power. We got to suppress the labors. We outsourced the jobs. Technology automatically changed and reduced their power a little bit. We encouraged some immigration and do it some more. We crushed some unions, encourage immigration, outsource some jobs. So now means of production is dominant. So yeah, Twitch might warn me for not playing the idle game enough, but whatever. I can come out and play it some more if I need to play it more. Uh-oh. Worker effective demand is shrinking. We need to do a stimulus so that they have enough money to buy shit. Also, let's increase labor power so they get a little bit more money. Rate of profit's only 14% right now, so that's 17%. All right, we're doing a little bit better. All right, we need to increase labor power so that we don't lose worker effective demand. Give them a stimulus too. Increase some exploitation so we got more workers working, getting more payment. All right, looks like we're doing pretty good now. Gotta keep an eye on nature though so that we don't have an ecological crisis. All right, what's up? It looks like it's all going pretty well. Let's expand the labor force a little bit so we keep it balanced there. Give another stimulus so that we don't have worker effective demand kill us. What, this game? This is called Crisis Theory. This one's Adventure Communist. This one's Crisis Theory. It's from like a small independent developer. When I lose, I'll tell you the name because it'll go back to the title screen. All right, we're gonna have a natural crisis, ecological crisis, so we gotta exploit nature some more, find new resources. Oh, gotta stimulate worker effective demand so that they don't fucking, we don't have a crisis of overproduction. All right, shit. Oh shit, technology's changing. We gotta balance labor and means of production so that that doesn't cause a problem. All right. Yeah, we're really cooking now with all, look at how much production is flowing through this machine. All right, we gotta balance that. All right, we gotta stop a natural crisis. We gotta stimulate the workers so they can buy shit. Oh no, oh shit, look at how it's going crazy now. Oh fuck. Oh, natural crisis averted. Oh, we gotta crush unions and encourage immigration so that the workers don't rebel and cause a fucking, oh no, we gotta, shit, nature is going crazy. Worker, oh, fuck. Global warming killed us. Shit. Let me put it in the, yeah, we had a crisis. Well, okay, actually, yeah, we overexploited the natural environment before we were able to expand into the fucking asteroid mining. Capitalism may yet survive, but it's now in a potentially revolutionary moment. Oh, fuck, it exited the fucking game. I thought it was gonna go to the... I think you only get the title screen when you, start the game up. Shit. Alright, let me, there we go. Crisis theory... Oh no, it doesn't credit the creators of the game. Damn. Yeah, we did an Elon Musk moment. Yeah. There's like lots of ways that you can have a crisis. So like, let's try another strategy really quick. I was just trying to keep it in balance, but we can speed run the crash by spamming primitive accumulation. We're just colonialism, public debt, imperialism, enclose the commons, colonialism, imperialism, public debt, imperialism, colonialism, public debt, imperialism, colonialism, expropriated land, imperialism, public debt, enclose the commons. Yeah, you get the idea. Spam that, and we get a lot of money going in the system already. So it should start flowing a whole lot really quick. Yeah, and so here's like, there's lots of different points of failure here. So like, right now you can see that labor power is like a really big part of the equation. And if we let that go, the workers have too much control, too much power. And now it's like a threat of a revolution. Because they might say, hey, we're gonna demand more because, see, we can't let this happen. Otherwise, what this is like, basically the natural outcome of the system if you don't intervene is the profit squeeze crisis. The workers became too powerful and demanded too much of the profit. Yeah, so it's a very simple game, but it's also, I think, useful for demonstrating the points of tension that exist in the system. But it is funny that it takes a little bit for it to really kick off. I think if you spam primitive accumulation early on, it will make it go faster though. Alright, so let's get some money in the system, and then here's the alternative for what you can do. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. I'm glad to see that there's people making games like this. So we can also, one of the things we can do is we can increase the balance for means of production. So we were doing that before to keep the labor from getting too much power. But if we do it a lot, outsource jobs, crush unions, encourage immigration, outsource, crush unions. Uh-oh, now this is threatening. We've got too much in the balance toward means of production. So what happens there? Keep going. All right, and that's the limit. So technology is going to change at some point, and it's going to drive it lower. And that should cause the crisis. All right, there we go. Let's see. There we go. Falling rate of profit crisis. Too much profit had to be invested in the means of production. And the reason that's a problem is because you're extracting profit from labor. So if you've got too much balance toward means of production, there's not enough labor there for you to skim profit off the top of. And you have a crisis because there's too little profit to be made. It's not worth investing because it's too risky. We already had a natural crisis, and then another one that's a big problem is crisis of overproduction. And that's what happens when worker effective demand gets too small. So let's spam some more so you can see. Oop. so you can see it happen faster. And yes, so since I got Adventure Communist in the background, let me go ahead. Click. All right, yeah. I'm playing the game. I'm playing that game too. Totally playing it. Democracy 3, also a neat game. I'll check that out after I do AI Dungeon. I'll do this one more round of this, and then I'll pull up AI Dungeon since people asked for that. Gonna read a little bit of Marx too at some point. I'll read Theses on Feuerbach is short. I'll read that after we do another round of this. Or let's just spam. All right, I don't want the laborers to get too rowdy and start a revolution, so I gotta adjust that. I want to see what happens when worker effective demand falls too much, because you don't stimulate the economy. Some have theorized with automation, and because of that less labor power, it means there will be more falling rate of profit. I mean, yeah, that's basically the concept of falling rate of profit. That's like, I mean, that's basically the argument that Marx makes, is that over time, there's a drive to mechanize more because it's more efficient. In the short term, it's very optimal to mechanize more. All right, we're getting there. It's more optimal to have machines doing the work. So what happens then is you're having the machines do this work for you. But oh shit, I need to fix. There we go. I got what I was looking for. Effective demand crisis. More was produced than workers had the capacity to purchase. So in other words, a crisis of overproduction. The worker effective demand fell below what we were trying to sell, and so the economy crashed. So this got too small because the workers weren't getting enough money from there. All right, let's move this back over here a little bit. Browser on. Yeah, I definitely say you don't want to just read Marx, but you should read Marx. I think that there is an argument about falling rate of profit in Value, Price, and Profit, one of the basic ones. Yeah, there's a lot of important authors. But yeah, that idea does come from Marx, or at least he talks about it. It might be earlier than him even, though. But yeah, the basic idea is that it becomes, you want to produce more efficiently. You want to reduce the socially necessary labor time when you're working at your business, making whatever commodity you're making. And the reason, what you do to do that is you mechanize. You develop machines that reduce the amount of labor input. Actually, let me pull this up just so I can use the handy little why is it over here? Oh, that's right. Wait, hold on. Turn the browser off. Turn crisis theory on. What is it? Having a little trouble here. All right, come on. There we go. All right, so yeah, I can use the diagram to help explain it. So yeah, you want to reduce your socially necessary labor time. So the amount of labor that's going toward producing the profits. So the way you do that is you boost your technology. You mechanize so that it takes less work to produce the same amount of stuff. What that means is that you, as a business, have an advantage on the market compared to other businesses who don't have the technology that you do. So there's like the socially necessary labor time is the average that it takes in the society to produce a certain commodity. So if you mechanize and your opponents, your competition does not, what happens is you are at an advantage because it costs you less to produce, so you can sell for less money, making a profit still, but undercutting your opponents. However, once the technology is developed to produce this commodity, what happens then is either you dominate the market and become the sole producer, or everybody else adopts this technology. And what happens as a result of that is that the socially necessary labor time, the value of the commodity drops, and it sort of like equalizes. And this balance over here shifts downward. So there's more means of production that goes into making the commodity than there is labor power. And as a result, it is less profitable to produce that commodity. And you can't go back, because if you try to go back, somebody else is going to outcompete you. They're going to develop the commodity with better technology and sell it at a lower price, and they'll undercut you. So once the cat's out of the bag, it's out. There's nothing you can do about it. And over time, what this means is that in general, the amount of labor versus technology involved in producing things shifts toward technology, which means that there's less labor, and the less labor you have, the less surplus you can extract from the laborers. If they monopolize, it can come at a cost at their own profits. If they don't monopolize, yeah, it can cost. But if they monopolize, they are still kind of, this is sort of separate and a little heterodox, but if you are a monopoly and you increase your prices, basically, which is the strategy you do if you're a monopoly, what happens then is you're effectively exploiting your consumers instead of your producers. And you get the same problem where there's a limited amount of money that people have to spend on things. So you're exploiting the workers still, and there's only so much that you can do that when they've got a certain amount of money. And you're still running into a problem of instability and crisis. It's a different sort of crisis, but it's still like a limit on what you can do with the system. And it just can't function past a certain point. All right, so messed around with that a little bit. Let's pull up Theses on for your back. I need to turn the browser back on. All right, I'm still playing Adventure Communist. Click, 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 click. Let's find Theses, because that's a short little. Very short little piece. Funny vids. Oh shit, I forgot. I need to put well, since I'm not playing Crisis Theory anymore, here's what I'll do. I'll open up the auto DJ. So if you want to request a song, you can tell me and I'll do it, or you can directly do it yourself in the transparent. You can directly do it yourself in the Twitch chat, but the way that it works is you hit exclamation point song SR, and it'll request whatever song you type after that. So let me type that in SciTube so you see. So you can request songs, and I queued up some stuff for today. Specifically, since it's Cinco de Mayo, as well as Marx's birthday. So here's some Mexican communist music. I always played AI Dungeon, but how do I put it? It's like a Coomer game. Really? Okay, well, now you've sold me, and I've got to play it. Yeah, I'm drinking tequila, listening to some Mexican communist music. Fucking inhaling the tequila fumes, man. Oh, fuck. Alright. Not alright. Alright, so let's see. What's AI Dungeon? I'll get to that right after I read a little Feuerbach. How can I just drink through it. It's a double layered bandana. Yeah, just 2 layers of cloth. I just drink right through it. COVID spiked tequila. I didn't wear this outside. I just put this on for the stream. By the way, I'm doing a face reveal when I get to 100 followers on Twitch. All you gotta do is click that little heart button, and I'll pull the mask down, put on a different set of glasses that don't obscure my eyes. Everybody wants me to keep the mask on, but it's getting a little tiresome because I got a bunch of lights on me in here. It makes it a little harder to talk, and it makes it hotter. So I'm a little done with the mask. It's a fun joke, but it's, you know, it stops being a joke if I just keep at it the whole time. All right. Anyway, Feuerbach. This is on Feuerbach. And I would recommend, if anybody is interested in this work and the arguments being presented here, read by Friedrich Engels, Feuerbach and the End of Classical Philosophy, which much more is a better explanation of what Marx is talking about here. It gives you historical context for philosophical materialism and how Marx develops ideas. Yeah. That's true. Some may see it as LARPy. I only did it because I thought it would be kind of funny, but I was always planning to take it off at some point. I only kept it on this long because people asked me to. Alright, so yeah. Thesis on Feuerbach. The chief defect of all hitherto existing materialism, that of Feuerbach included, is that the thing, reality, sensuousness, is conceived only in the form of the object or of contemplation, but not as sensuous human activity, practice, not subjectively. Hence, in contradistinction to materialism, the active side was developed abstractly by idealism, which of course does not know real sensuous activity as such. Feuerbach wants sensuous objects, really distinct from the thought objects, but he does not conceive human activity itself as objective activity. Hence, in The Essence of Christianity, he regards the theoretical attitude as the only genuinely human attitude, while practice is conceived and fixed only in its dirty Judaical manifestation. Hence, he does not grasp the significance of revolutionary or practical critical activity. In other words, he's anti-action. 2. The question whether objective truth can be attributed to human thinking is not a question of theory, but is a practical question. Man must prove the truth, i.e. the reality and power, the this-sidedness of his thinking in practice. The dispute over the reality or non-reality of thinking that is isolated from practice is a purely scholastic question. 3. The materialist doctrine concerning the changing of circumstances and upbringing forgets that circumstances are changed by men, and that it is essential to educate the educator himself. This doctrine must, therefore, divide society into 2 parts, of which one is superior to society. The coincidence of the changing of circumstances and of human activity or self-changing can be conceived and rationally understood only as revolutionary practice. Feuerbach starts out from the fact of religious self-alienation, of the duplication of the world into a religious world and a secular one. His work consists in resolving the religious world into its secular basis, but that the secular basis detaches itself from itself and establishes itself as an independent realm in the clouds can only be explained by the cleavages and self-contradictions within the secular basis. The latter must therefore in itself be both understood in its contradiction and revolutionized in practice. Thus, for instance, after the earthly family is discovered to be the secret of the Holy Family, the former must then itself be destroyed in theory and in practice. So, in other words, instead of being the sort of dualist about material and ideal, you need to understand and resolve them into each other as one thing, the material. 5. Feuerbach, not satisfied with abstract thinking, wants contemplation, but he does not conceive sensuousness as practical human sensuous activity. 6. Feuerbach resolves the religious essence into the human essence, but the human essence is no abstraction inherent in each single individual. In its reality, it is the ensemble of the social relations. Feuerbach, who does not enter upon a criticism of this real essence, is consequently compelled 1. to abstract from the historical process and to fix the religious sentiment as something by itself and to presuppose an abstract, isolated human individual. 2. Essence, therefore, can be comprehended only as genus and as an external, dumb generality which naturally unites the many individuals. 7. Feuerbach consequently does not see that the religious sentiment is itself a social product, and that the abstract individual whom he analyzes belongs to a particular form of society. This is your human nature argument. I like how it's laid out, simply makes it better to understand. Yeah. I feel like it's a lot clearer though if you have like presented in front of you the entire like context of it. I think that the most accessible way to read it is after having read Engels' bit on Feuerbach and the end of classical German philosophy. In the reading group that I'm in, we started with this text, and then we read the text by Engels, Feuerbach and the end of classical German philosophy, and we felt like that made it like so much clearer what's going on here, and it was much easier to explain to somebody what this actually means. If you already like understand this kind of stuff, it's easy to read this text, but if not, it could be confusing. It's really easy as people who like actually read stuff to think that this stuff is easy to understand, but for somebody who's like just not familiar with the movement of philosophy and politics and history, this can be like really confusing. Like if you just give this to somebody who doesn't know anything, that's rough. So I would definitely recommend, I think that the copy that I've got, but I think the copy that you normally would get includes this text at the end of the PDF for EPUB or whatever. Alright. But yeah, this is very much laid out as a logical chain of arguing. Even if you do understand some aspects of philosophy and history, doesn't mean they will know everything. Yeah, it also often is useful to read like more basic introductory things to help kind of like clarify and distill stuff, and to be familiar with the way that it's easier to talk about this to people who aren't familiar and like inducted, so to speak. 8. All social life is essentially practical. All mysteries which lead theory to mysticism find their rational solution in human practice and in the comprehension of this practice. 9. The highest point reached by contemplative materialism, that is, materialism which does not comprehend sensuousness as practical activity, is contemplation of single individuals and of civil society. So here's the limits of like liberalism, in a sense. This is actually I would invoke fucking Margaret Thatcher here, saying that there is no society. That the highest you can get is the individual and individual nature. You can't really say anything about civilization and society, because you don't have a theory based on people's actions. You can only talk about like internally and intrinsically what it is to be human. Certainly not entirely for me, but I could try and infer. I want to ask, is simulation can be considered a game? If that's so, heal these gamers by making them as experimental subjects into simulations. Simulation is like, yes, Pilot Simulation, Ace Combat Zero. Defining something as a game, this is actually somewhat in my area of expertise. Defining something as like a game is really kind of a philosophical question. Like, for instance, you've got the simulation type stuff like SimCity or whatever, where Will Wright himself has said that he doesn't make games, he makes tools, and that you shouldn't see things like SimCity or flight simulators as games because there's no objective that you're trying to win. You're simply playing around with this rule set. You might even say that Crisis Theory, which I was playing earlier, isn't necessarily a game so much as it is a simulation and a tool or a toy. I mean, things can go bad and you have a failure state, but it's still not really a game exactly. Oh yeah, okay, so you're talking about healing them from addiction to games. That's a very complicated question, I think. The reason people get addicted to games is because they're designed around like the reward system that we've got, this dopamine response system that we've got to basically reward learning. You could potentially have some kind of substitute non-gamified game that would try to counteract that, but that would be like a really difficult technical thing to pull off. It's not something that you would just like casually describe as a method to use it. You'd have to really sit down and hammer out how it would function in a technical sense to try to do something like create a game that's meant to be a tool to get people off addictive type of games. But that is a real problem. A lot of games, especially like this one, that are designed to get people to be like compulsively playing and pay money to play better, they are actually a pretty serious social problem. So it might kind of sound like a joke, but it's actually a pretty significant thing to try to figure out. Well, okay, I think in the context of living in a matrix, it's not like we're literally plugged into like the movie style matrix, but the fact that the internet has become pervasive in everybody's life, and it feels like something's missing from you if you're not like constantly checking notifications on your phone and shit like that. That is a real problem. People are really have that stuff bad, especially now with coronavirus and people being alienated from like physical presence with other people. Harder to stay in game if you need to light up a cig. You know, that's funny. Maybe you could replace video game addiction with like a chemical addiction. Yeah, addiction can be anything. Are a lot of people addicted to games? Yes, definitely. They're designed to get. It's not most people who play games, but it's the same kind of thing as like alcohol or any other industry that's based on like some addictive thing. You talk to people. I mean, you advertise primarily to the people who are going to compulsively consume because they give you the most of your income. Like somebody like me who casually drinks alcohol now and then, I'm not making a lot of money for anybody. But somebody who drinks like a lot of alcohol, like drinks every day, like a few beers, drinks like binge drinks on the weekends and stuff like that, or like just a functional alcoholic drinking all through the day, those are the people who make lots of money. So same kind of thing with games. Lots of people, but it's a minority. yeah, it's usually a minority of people who actually get addicted to this stuff. If it actually addicted most people, it would become too big of a social problem, probably, and they might face backlash. Yeah. I'd like to get... I get bored without gaming, but I don't think I'd be addicted. Yeah, most people are like that. In a way, I can't stay away from tech. Yes, having like your phone giving you notifications all the time is a big form of like compulsive consumption that tries to get people going. I'll remind you again, if you want to request any song, doesn't have to be communist, whatever, any song, the Nightbot will pull it from YouTube or SoundCloud. You can either link me or tell me the name of it in the chat, or you can type this !SR and then the song or the link. If you type the name of the song, it'll search and then pick the top result. You can either type that in Twitch chat, or you can just tell me, and I'll add stuff to the queue, because I'm watching the chats all the time. But yeah, it's the DJ is open to whatever people want to listen to. I think I'm actually getting near the end of the things that I already queued up. Yeah, this is the Mexican Socialist Republic anthem. Or somebody made this up, I guess. But the next up is just my default queue, which only has a couple songs on it. So if anybody wants to add songs, either tell me in the SciTube chat, or you can use the command in Twitch, and the bot will do it for you. And you can go past me, and you can queue up shit that I don't even want. I mean, I could theoretically refuse if you asked me, but if you do it to the chat, the Nightbot will do it automatically. Alright, let me finish up Theses on Feuerbach, and then we'll get to that AI dungeon thing people were asking about. Point 9. The highest point reached by contemplative materialism, that is, materialism which does not comprehend sensuousness as practical activity, is contemplation of single individuals and of civil society. And I already read that. Oh, I can't do that because it's cropped. I can still read to the end here. Point 10. The standpoint of the old materialism is civil society. The standpoint of the new is human society, or social humanity. And of course, the famous one, number 11. The philosophers have only interpreted the world in various ways. The point is to change it. So there you go. Thesis on Feuerbach. Let's see. Alright, so what is AI Dungeon? Let me actually see if this is a... Can I... Well, I can say AI Dungeon 2. I don't know if... Marx has some amazing quotes. I'll update this since I'm not really paying attention to venture communist anymore. Oh, there's a good website to just read Marx quotes. I could sit here for the next hour and just read Marx quotes until it's time to go to the news. By the way, I do have the news thread already open. In about an hour, I'm gonna switch over to doing the news. Wait, what's this? Oh yeah, speaking of Mexico, since it's Cinco de Mayo, remember that Stalin had Trotsky executed. Per this banner, had Trotsky executed in Mexico. So yeah, here's a... Oh, this is... I like this picture. This is the News Anon thread on Lefty Pool. So happy birthday, Carl. You did tell us so. AI Dungeon. I already have the AI Dungeon open. This is a different one.
I just spit the dope lines. I don't snort them. Tell the boss call police to escort them.
Is there like a one or a two? They're two different ones, or? Alright, let me just start the tutorial.
Please, sir, may we have another portion with children of the beast that dodge the abortion. Neck placed firm to the...
You have to type I mean, I'll just repost what you said in the Twitch chat. You have to do the song requests in the Twitch chat, not there we go. You have to do it in Twitch chat, not in did I already closed the tab? All right. If you want to do the automated bot thing, you have to do that in Twitch chat. You can open the Twitch from the queue on SciTube, links to the Twitch, but I'll post the link to my Twitch in the SciTube chat if you want to get there more easily, I guess, because you don't have to scroll through the queue to do that. All right, so I'll just start. Fuck tutorials. Tutorials are for fucking losers. All right, so what's AI Dungeon gonna do for me? So it's recommending I explore worlds, but there's other. All right, what's the best? I'm feeling cyberpunk is the most appropriate for the world as it is today. All right, I'm getting one for mystery. Anybody is demanding something else? Oh, there's a custom one. That's weird. I wonder what custom would let you to do. Mystery. Oh yeah, I'm getting one for cyberpunk. I'm getting one for apocalyptic. Custom can do anything. All right. Well, it sounds like we should do custom. Enter a prompt that describes who you are in the first couple sentences of where you start out. For example, you are a knight in the kingdom of Larian. You are hunting the evil dragon who has been terrorizing the kingdom. You enter the forest searching for the dragon and see... Okay. I think I kind of get the idea here. Apocalyptic cyberpunk, what's the difference? Kingdom of Lenin. No, not Lenindom, Leningrad. What are you talking about? Alright, let's see. Okay, so example. You are a oh wait, hold up. Let me adjust this a little bit. Yeah, I'm in gaming. There we go. You are a commissar. Hunting for reactionaries in post-revolutionary Soviet, no, post-revolutionary South America. Oh wait, hold up. You're a commissar. I need to do it in simple sentences. You are hunting for reactionaries. Subverting the revolution. You enter... Where should we be entering? Alright, tell me in the chat where we should be entering. We could do Twitch. I bet somebody has done Twitch Plays AI Dungeon. You enter Vuvuzela. Alright. Oh, the AI doesn't know what to say. Damn. Alright. Alright, let's see. Let's try this. You are escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Let's see what happens. What am I supposed to say? Alright, well, it's going with it anyway. Space is the most... fuck, what was the quote? It was the Zizek quote. Space is literally the most stupid thing there is. What does it give me? The world's not your oyster and you know it. The only thing you can do is escape to some place where there isn't as much corruption. Okay. Alright. I blast off in my rocket to space. Well, somebody else posted the song, which, by the way, for some reason the YouTube version of the song has like 2 minutes of silence at the end of it. So I gotta skip to... Oh, all it's got right now is my my cue. So let's see. How is the AI doing? Yeah. Yeah, anybody wants me to queue something up, you can tell me in the chat, or you can post in the Twitch chat the little command to queue it up. Bloody gut. Hours pass as you fly through deep space. I'm already in deep space? Fuck. I was trying to go to Mars and make the red planet red, but I guess I gotta go to deep space. You're hungry but can't stop to eat. You'll have to live off the supplies on the ship. What do I do? What do I do? That's a good question. Chat, do you have any suggestions? I'm running out of food in my space rocket. Oh, what's this? Join the community? No thanks. I'm very antisocial. Oh shit, did I hit enter accidentally? Oh, I did hit enter, and it goes on to the next thing if you hit enter, if you have no idea what to do, I guess. Suddenly your ship collides with a cruiser, leaving you no choice but to abandon ship. You float in a space blanket, watching your ship burn up in the cold harshness of space. Damn. Alright, I'm gonna say a prayer to Saint Lenin. Ask for more food. You say a prayer to Saint Lenin, ask for more food. Your request is granted. Space re-enters... Wait, what? Space re-enters the blanket, and you find you're no longer drifting? Wait, am I sharing my blanket with fucking space of all people? I better... Fucking space has followed me into the AI dungeon. This is bullshit. Alright, queue up these songs real quick. You can do that directly in Twitch chat with the !SR command, by the way. Not that you need to, I'll do it myself. But that's what I'm doing, so you know. Alright, so Space Saint Lenin answered my prayers, but he sent me space. And you find that you're no longer drifting. To your relief, you find there's enough food in the ship to last you a while. Okay, what do I... Oh, I need to find a planet. Find the nearest planet to establish a commune. You find the nearest planet to establish a commune. You fly in the direction of the planet towards the little blinking light.
What are you doing?
I didn't know anything about a little blinking light. It takes a week for you to cover the distance, but eventually you arrive there. Should I, like, scope out the planet first, or should I land immediately? I don't have a lot of food, so... I think I'm gonna just land. Land my space blanket on the surface of the planet. I land my space blanket on the surface of the planet. I float towards the blanket, hovering above the surface. It's night, so you use your flashlight to look around for the best place to start a new community. Find Elon Musk's space. Alright, let's go. Let's find Elon Musk. Locate Elon Musk's space. Or I just locate Elon Musk. That's simple enough. Let's locate Elon Musk. You locate Elon Musk. The ground is cold and unyielding, but you find that you can dig holes and tunnel through it with your fingers. You're pretty good at figuring out the weak. I don't know what that's got to do with Elon Musk. What's this? Oh, this is Interstellar. Nice. Nice. Alright, let's... Alright, so what do I'm trying to find Elon Musk with my...
The prophecy is true.
What am I gonna try to do with... I can dig. Find, edible... root plants? Your hands work hard tunneling through the planet's dirt. You're pretty proud of how you've managed to carve out a place where you can survive. Wait, so like I'm just digging a hole to live in? Alright, well, I'm digging in the soil, so I've found a place to survive. Let's say, build a fortress. Build a people's fortress. You tunnel down into the planet underneath the surface. You make a bunker! A bunker! Yeah! You make a bunker with the crudest of defenses. You guard it with a small army, and soon you have people living there. Nice! Nice! We're rebuilding the bunker. Fuck yeah, dude. Give praise to Enver Hoxha. You find a long railroad track with many flat cars. You decide to make an armored train out of it. Oh man, this is awesome. You begin wiring up the explosives? I didn't know that armored trains needed explosives. That's like, what the fuck is this game? This is wild shit, man. Martian bunkers. We gave praise to Enver Hoxha, and he gave us fucking an armored train wired with explosives. Alright, yeah. Let's see. Search for Elon Musk. We gotta bring the revolution to Elon Musk's space colony. Fortunately, you have a map of the surface provided by the ship. You find the area and begin digging a tunnel with explosives. Not long after, you find yourself in a bunker made of reinforced concrete and steel. Oh shit. Oh shit. We built our bunker and then we found Elon Musk's bunker. Alright, what do we do? Well, we found Elon Musk. What's the plan here? Alright, we should build rail so that we can get our armored train into his bunker. Build rail. Build railway to bring... Build railway, bring the armored train to Elon Musk. You begin laying down the track. Nothing could go wrong, you told yourself, literally. You had no... What? You had no idea that something as simple as railroad tracks could go bad? Fuck. Fuck. It doesn't tell me what went bad, though. I'm gonna just take precautions? Is that gonna help me? You wire everything up carefully and begin to make your way back. You notice the temperature in the tunnels is dropping. You wrap yourself in several blankets. You look out of the tunnel and you see it. What do I see, though? This is not very helpful as a prompt. I mean, all else failing, we could just blow it up. Alright, last time I didn't input anything, it went really bad, so I'm gonna try to come up with something here. I'm gonna get the people... well, I'm only gonna have the crew with me, right? So get the crew to safety. Gotta think of the proletariat first. You send a crew member out with a flare. You have the rest of the people in the bunker wait for his return. But I don't know what I'm reacting to. Oh, man. I'm not gonna just blow it up. Fuck that. Oh, I can... Well, while I'm figuring out what I'm gonna do next, we got a little comic here with Avo and Elon. Hey, Elon, want to hear a joke? Yeah, sure. Lithium. I don't get it. That's right, you. That's right, you son of a bitch. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. That's Evo in the chat. Hell yeah, dude. Oh shit. Oh, it was just retyping it. All right, what do I do now? All right, somebody's going out with a flare. What do I do next? What do I do here? Let me actually queue up something from Blade Runner. I'd try to queue up the whole soundtrack. He's a worker, his job is all his own. Wait, it's gonna cue the whole fucking trailer? Alright, whatever. Alright, so I've got it sending out somebody with a flare. What do I do here? This is a... Oh, so cool. Somebody did, queue up a song. Gotta do a cyberpunk. I will do a cyberpunk genre next. Yeah, long live Morales for sure, and Mas. That's Movimiento al Socialismo, the party. All right. Well, I gotta figure this out. The rest of the people are in the bunker. Wait for his return. Okay, we're gonna sing a revolutionary anthem while we wait for news. We said, I guess it's a quiet anthem. I thought we were singing, but it's a quiet anthem apparently. As the minutes stretch into hours, the crew member returns with a bit of bad news. We debrief the crew member. I'm glad that they made it back safe.
Job is to hunt down replicants, manufactured human.
Oh, come on. I'm not gonna save progress.
There was just
what? Elon Musk is already dead. Elon Musk. We didn't even do anything, and Elon Musk is dead. What the fuck? The crew member gives you a grim look and tells you the shuttle is destroyed along with its crew. The air is thick with silence. He tells you Musk is dead, but Lonsdale is... Who the fuck is Lonsdale? What the fuck? What the fuck? Well, we evacuated the crew, so I don't know how the crew survived. Was destroyed. We didn't even have a shuttle. We had an armored train. But okay.
What I didn't know was...
What the fuck? This is just... Okay, I'm gonna ask who Lonsdale is. Who the fuck is Lonsdale? I've never heard of this motherfucker before. The crew member tells you Lonsdale is a former Royal Army captain who led a mutiny against the British government back in '81. He's been wanted for treason ever since. We gotta meet this Lonsdale guy because he sounds based. Lonsdale sounds based. Fucking betrayed the British government and the Royal Army. He sounds like a fucking Chad. What's it? Press do. You could say shit. Press the do button. Yeah, alright. Oh, I see. So, like, you can... So you can, like... What are the options here? Do, say... I don't... Do or say or story. Oh, shit. So there's different things you can do. That makes sense. Okay. Nice. Thanks for the tip. I'm gonna go meet Lonsdale. See what's up with this guy. The man's face is grim and gaunt. He has several days' growth of beard, and his clothes are covered in dirt and grime. His eyes are cold and hard. All right, I gotta ask him about his loyalties. I gotta figure out which side this guy's on. I'll just say, which side are you on? That's the question to ask. Which side are you on? He looks at you, then walks over and kicks a can over, watching as it explodes in a shower of metal. I'm on the side he's gonna win. Alright. Okay. Well, surely you know. Per historical materialism, that the side that wins will be the people. He screams at you, the veins in his neck popping out. The sides that win, which is the one I'm on, he screams. I am history. I will alter the course of history. Oh shit, he's not based. He's not based at all. Copy link. Alright, I'll do Black and Tans. Alright, and then I'll do the next one that was requested. Oh, that's 2 Black and Tans. Alright, so what do we do? He's saying he is history. So this, I'm gonna say sounds like bourgeois individualist talk to me. Yeah, fucking Anglo. Oh, come on. Eat me. What the fuck was cute? What is this that got cute? Oh, it's the gay porn version of the Soviet March. Alright.
I'm an artist. I'm a performer.
Oh, I can't keep playing without an account. Maybe it would be worth it to come back to this, because this seems like a pretty based adventure game. You say, well, surely you know, yeah. This side that wins is the one I'm on. Oh. So wait, I can't... Let me try, do, and what do I do? What do I do, chat? I could create a free account, and then this could be a pretty neat thing to do regularly.
It's so fucking deep.
Because then, I could have, like, fun little stories or whatever. But... No, I'm saying, what do I do? Like, I've got an option to, like, say or do something. I'm see if it's gonna work. If it doesn't work, then I'll just reload.
Thank you.
Well, we got, like, undo buttons and shit. Huh. Alright, what do I do? What do I... I'm going to... I'm gonna, kick Lonsdale. Go with the classic. In the nuts. Alright, so it's just saying... Alright, yeah. I can't go any further. Let me do a new game, then. Alright, I'll create an account later today, so that tomorrow I can come back or whatever. Alright, let's see. Catch up with this. Send him to Gulag. I would if I had the option. But hey, Elon Musk died and we didn't even have to do anything, so that's a plus. Yeah, if I reload I could probably play again. Let me go to Cyberpunk. Let's see, I got 30 minutes left before it's time to start reading the news. Jeez, Cyberpunk. Alright, yeah, cool, somebody else requested a song. Cyberpunk, let's see what we get. Ooh, we can pick a character. Which is the best? cyborgs, punk, a cop, or an android. That's a tough choice. Which is the most based? Become an android. That's potentially a good choice.
Der Revolution und der Krieg, der jetzt durch die Länder geht.
Well, cop is out pretty much. Let's see if I can. There we go. That'll keep everything in view. Be Dorner. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go Dorner mode. That's what we're gonna do. Dorner mode. Enter your character's name. Hell yeah, motherfucker. Christopher Dorner. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. Please log in or create a free account to continue playing. Alright, well tell you what. Here's what I'll do. I will make an account later today, later tonight or whatever. And let me see if there's... Does it give me a link to click? What do I need? I need an email, a username, and a password. I could probably do that right now, pretty quickly. Alright, let me turn off browser so I don't accidentally display anything. Let me close Adventure Capitalists, because I don't need to be playing that right now. I'll create an account real quick. Why not? Just close the window so I don't accidentally show any login information. Alright. Alright, so this is, what's this called? This is AI Dungeon. Alright. AI Dungeon. Alright, username. I'll use the standard one, but I always use with these. Box agnostic. Email is the same one I normally use, and password. Let me generate one with my little applet that I made to generate a monkey text password. Copy and paste that into. There we go. Alright. Alright, so. Alright, so register, create a password. That should work. Alright, bringing up the... I don't think I even need to verify the account, it looks like. Alright, so let's do Cyberpunk. Cop, and we're gonna be Chris Dorner. Alright.
Kids will say Godspeed with a verse up two of singing this fine chorus.
Alright. Somebody's just posting the Black and Tans lyrics. I'm trying to see what else people are saying now. Somebody said something. I'll make a Twitch. Alright, yeah, sure, go ahead and make a Twitch. Oh yeah, and anybody who's on Twitch, don't forget to follow me so I can get to 100 followers so I can take my fucking mask off and do a face reveal. Since I said I'll do a face reveal with 100 followers. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, and by the way, if I miss reading your comments, feel free to post them again in the site too, because I'm not always looking at it. I'm not always looking over there. Don't worry about hassling me about shit. I got my attention split between a couple different things. Matt, a cop, but I'm being Christopher Dorner. You are Christopher Dorner, a cop living in the futuristic city of Zale. You have a laser pistol and a stunner. You are part of a police unit tasked with fighting government criticizers. You wake up in the morning and hear on the radio that there has been a shootout between SWAT units and what appears to be the body of a man holding a laser weapon. Okay, I'm gonna gear up. Go to work. So I'm gonna do the Dorner version of this, and I'm gonna try to like follow the legitimate methods of the like official channels of criticizing the police. We'll see what happens in AI Dungeon. All right, so I gear up and go to work. You take the Secret Service's advice and go to work. All right. Just what happens next? You are a lowly bus driver. Wait, I thought I was a cop. And drive a route from one end of the city to the other, carrying various goods and materials to the factories or where. I thought I was a cop. What is this bullshit? All right, let's see. Talk to the warehouse laborers. Make friends and comrades. You chat with the warehouse workers, trying to make contact, trying to be friendly and approachable. It takes a few tries, but you finally make some friends. Let's just see what happens next. I made some friends, so that's positive. Go to the warehouse and pick up a few crates of beer on your way home. The warehouse is swarming with guards. But I'm a cop, so that shouldn't bother me, right? That's the idea, isn't it? Pinkerton agent time. Oh yeah. I'm gonna invite new friends to a cookout. Yes, and we're gonna grill and we're gonna discuss unionizing. You have a cookout with your new friends talking about the city and the recent shootout and how you heard your captain talking about hunting down terrorists and evildoers. Alright, let me say, have you heard the good news of Karl Marx? The cops started. Cop unionizing is not good, though. I'm gonna try to agitate them, yeah. Well, I'm gonna educate them first. Your new friend gleefully says, Allison, invite everyone over for a cookout. Wait, it takes a few tries, but you friends finally are receptive. They love the idea of anarchy and freedom. Holy fuck, what? Wait, but it's Marx. And Marx wasn't an anarchist. Your new friend gleefully says, Allison, invite everyone. Alright, so we're gonna have a cookout and we're gonna start a reading group at the fucking cookout, guys. Alright, that's the plan. Reading group cookout. Alright, this is entrapment. I'm oh shit, should I try to be like the good cop and entrap them, or am I already corrupt? No, Chris Dorner is gonna try to like get them to unionize and build a revolutionary party. I'm going to prepare a reading list of revolutionary left-wing literature. And then what happens? The next day you pick up a few books from the nearby library and bring them to the party. These books explain the communist system in great detail. I'm going to read them all, says a friend. Yes, we're gonna start the revolution here. Yes. Alright, read Das Kapital with them. Alright. I start off bad and I try to entrap them with Marx, but I end up getting red-pilled myself. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's flesh out. Oh, we should flesh out the origin story. Alright, what do we do? We gotta get him to read Capital, so... only one friend is, like, gonna read all of them, so... Let's try to get more people. Let me say... If you invite any co-workers who are displeased with their work experience Invite any coworker. Invite to the reading group any co-workers who are displeased with their work experience. Let's see if this goes. There must be some in the military that have radical extremist ideas. Oh yeah, that's true. We're starting with the warehouse workers though. Let's see how far we can go. You invite a few into the reading group, including a disgruntled forklift driver and a skilled worker who is fed up with the laid-back attitude at the factory. What? Wait, this is the cyberpunk story and they have a laid-back attitude at the factory? That doesn't add up. Alright, let's see. I think maybe let's just let it progress and see what happens. Yeah, be careful. We gotta watch out for the feds. I don't know if AI Dungeon is familiar with the subversion, but we'll see. A few days go by and your group reads the books. We read all the books in a few days, which you found extremely interesting. You ended up inviting others, including several disgruntled workers who are also interested in the books. Alright. We need to figure out praxis now. So we agitated, we got educated, now we got to organize. So we got to figure out the praxis. So let's see what's the thing we can do here. We got to talk about unionizing the workplace. Let's start with that. Let's say, have you ever thought about unionizing the workplace? And what's the response? Your fellow workers are receptive to the idea, and some even joined the new reading group. You feel like this is a step in the right direction. Okay. We need to contact research existing labor unions in the sector, in the industry. We gotta watch out for the feds, but so far there hasn't been any scent of glow around here. You said it rather than did it. Switch button for that. Oh, okay. Okay, I need to go verify my email address. I need to go verify my email address. And then I can keep playing. It's like 1:45. Alright, cool. I verified it. Your fellow workers are receptive to the idea, and so you join the new reading group. You feel like there's a step in the right direction. Alright, let's see. I'm going to hold a meeting to decide to draft the union bylaws, or let's just say to create, keep it simple, to create the union, to found the union. Let's do that. It's true. Play Lifeline 3 minutes games later. That might be cool. If you have a link to it, post it in the chat, and I'll go check the website. Alright. So we hold a meeting to found the union. You hold a meeting with all the new members to found the new independent workers union. Oh, it even comes with like a name that we've got. Your fellow workers seem receptive but are worried that management will crack down on this. Oh shit. This game already knows what's up. Alright, what are we gonna do here? Alright, we have to keep it, like, quiet until we have enough power to contend with management. Maybe we could contact some existing organization for assistance. We can't just go out and eat the boss yet. Not yet. We're gonna get to that, but we gotta strategically build power first. Alright, so what are we gonna do here? Let's see. We're going to... I'm gonna say... Be careful who you tell about the Union. Test the waters with each worker before inviting them to join. Find the good comrades. Alright, what we got? We should arm ourselves, but I'm not sure if we're at that stage yet. We're just starting to get organized, but that is a good priority to go for. Gotta be a mole within the group. There might be, we'll see. I don't know if we got moles yet. You leave the warehouse and start making plans to meet with your fellow workers. I'm going to research black market for military hardware. Alright, because we do want to arm ourselves. We want to be a militant union. You find a supplier on the black market who delivers weapons to the city, including powerful weapons that could easily tear through the security of the police station, the security of the syndicate. I don't know who that is, but hey, there we go. Search for a mole. Alright, we gotta search for a mole. Alright. We'll bring the information about the supplier to the next meeting. Okay, wait, I'm actually contact the supplier. Contact the supplier. Let's try that. Quest for the belly button. We'll get to the belly button of the police in a little bit. Alright, you make contact with the supplier and he mentions the price of the weapons. The price seems to be negotiable, so you decide to offer a bribe to the supplier. Oh, I didn't decide that, you decided that. Tell the supplier I'll say there will be plenty of demand for your supply in the coming class wars, and invest now to get things started. How about that? I mean, I am a cop, that's true. He doesn't know I'm a cop, though. I don't think that the AI dungeon knows I'm a cop, either. Alright. Yeah. Alright, the supplier nods and says he will contact you once he has gotten things started. You think to yourself that if all goes well, you could easily be a crime lord by the end of the week. I don't want to be a crime lord, though. Fuck. I'm not a legalist gang. I'm proletarian revolution gang. Alright, go to the union meeting. Discuss arming the people. Yeah, this is a little bit delusional, I think, to think, oh, I'm gonna be a crime lord by the end of the week. How about let's take a chill pill. Tell everyone to wait a bit before getting weapons, that the syndicate will be off guard and you can get more organized and have everyone have a say in the matter. That sounds pretty okay. We have a supplier who sees the profit in a long-term relationship with our cause. Everyone seems receptive to this idea, and you feel now is the time to arm everyone. Next case, several members come into the warehouse to pick out firearms. Okay, before we arm people, now is the time to hunt for moles. Okay. We need, how do I phrase this? Begin. No, we need to search for any moles in the organization. This is like COD Cold War dialogue scene. Got the guns, now it's time to execute moles. That's true, we've got the guns now. So before we do the moles, it's time, before we distribute the guns, we gotta find the moles. Oh, use the police data bank for moles. Oh yes. You ask everyone in the organization you have previously worked with the police or militia, but no one comes up clean. Okay. Okay. I myself am a mole within the police. I will now use my connections to I will use the police database to find the moles. You find several moles in the organization, but one of them catches your eye. A man named Lars, who you have seen around for a while. Oh shit, we found a bunch of moles. Alright. Arrest the moles. Distribute guns to everyone else. Let's start with that. We'll get to executions in a second. I don't think that usually people are not prepared to just execute people they've been working with for a long time. So we need to arrest them first, and then we can do like some kind of trial so that people understand who these people are, and then we can move on to that stage. But we're not yet in a revolutionary moment where we're starting to fight back. So we need to be a little bit careful here. Oh shit, I fucking clicked the thing. The other members of the union agree with you that Lars is a mole and pressure you to take action. You do so anyway and bring him in for questioning. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna give Lars the chance to actually I'll say you knew I was a cop. You could have come forward. You could have come to me. Why didn't you? Alright, let's see what happens. With the police captains. I don't know if the system is that sophisticated yet, but Lars says he thought you were just another grubby hippie and had no intention of coming to you. Okay. Execute Lars. I think that's about right, isn't it? I mean, he's not a comrade. I think Is it time for us to start executing the moles, or should we maybe hold off on that for a bit? I mean, we're gonna have to, like, we're trying to keep from being, like, noticed, so maybe we should, like, wait, or we should be, like, very careful about disposing the body. Re-educate? No, we're not gonna re-educate him. This guy, like, he's fucking complaining about hippies and shit. Well, we might want to hold off because we might want to start the conflict before we're going to draw attention to ourselves at some point. The question is, do we want to do that by just randomly executing this cop, or do we want to do it with labor action and then we start, like, executing the moles after we start getting militant and engaging in a fight? It seems like everybody's telling me to execute Lars, so we're going to execute Lars. Alright. The others in the room are shocked by your action. Lars pleads for his life, but you are unmoved. Okay, how are we gonna execute Lars? Grab a Mosin and put the muzzle. Where should we put it? Where's the most symbolic place? Under his chin, in his eye. Oh, in his gut. In his gut. He's a gutless coward. You picked the wrong man to double cross. The choice is yours, begging for your life or dying with some dignity. Alright, we'll just let him say what he says. He makes one last plea, that he didn't mean to betray you. You tell him there is nothing to be forgiven. Handing weapons to the working class. Now that was a revolutionary act. Oh, so I guess he was involved with, wait. This AI dungeon might have a few bugs in it. Oh wait, no. Here's what I'm gonna. I know what I'm gonna say here. I'm gonna know what I'm gonna say. I've got it. The bourgeoisie will sell us the rope we use to hang them. Perfect. That's the one. The next day, you release a statement announcing that the police have been infiltrated and have been arresting people for the past few months. So... Wait, did I execute him or what? What the fuck? Alright, I don't know what happened to Lars, but, I guess he's dead. I mean, the quote kind of implies it, but... Alright, so what do we do now? Plan... an asymmetrical war against the police. Wait, what's the name of the fucking city? Zale, right? Zale. The Zale Police Department. The Zale Police Department. You planned for asymmetrical war against the Zale Police Department. The Zale Police are unprepared for the attack as you focus on getting firearms into the hands of the working class. Not just the fucking... Damn! Not just the fucking, what the fuck? Oh, man. Not just the union, but the whole working class. Alright, well... Shit. We might have to save, we might have to save this game and come back later. Because it's, almost 6 p.m. and time to read the news. Let's see, what are we going, guessing you can use police intelligence. Apparently I could, because it helped me find all those moles. Bomb the mayor. Zale's Porky's on Suicide Watch. Yeah. I think I need to put Saved by Itself. It might be, I don't know. I don't know how it does things. But it's about 6 p.m., so it might be time for us to... Oh, wait, shit. Oh, no. Oh, come on. Oh, hey, by the way. It's hilarious that my desktop background changed to something appropriate just now. Let me turn on screen share real quick. Just great timing, happened to get the Alunya SRA advertisement. Alright, where was I? Gaming. There we go. Alright. Alright, where's the window? Hold on. There we go. No, I haven't gotten arrested for broadcasting this. This is a game, by the way. We're only talking about, like, waging asymmetrical warfare against the Zale Police Department in AI Dungeon. No, I haven't gotten arrested for fucking streaming this. I hope I don't. That would be lame because it would stop me from doing it. You don't want to do something that's going to get you, what do you call it? It's going to stop you from doing what you're doing. You gotta be strategic. Like, it's not like, sure, some people use it as a badge of honor to get arrested, but you don't want to aim for that. It's just something that sometimes happens. I got my glasses and my bandana. Yeah, I don't think this is just a fucking game. It's cyberpunk, whatever genre fiction. Yeah, so I think if it's saved automatically, let me see. If it's saved automatically, I think I can just put it. Actually, I'll keep the window open while I read the news. Maybe I can swap back and forth every now and then. All right. Let's see. All right, what's up here? I think I'm gonna take a really quick break. I need to go piss, and I'll be back to read the news in just a minute. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock at my time. Let me see. Turn on studio. And the countdown. I will include audio. No. Audio input capture? Yeah. Sound. Alright, so I'm going to switch over to the countdown while I take a piss. And it should keep playing the music while I'm gone. I'm probably not going to take 5 minutes, but yeah. Alright. Alright, I should be right back. No, it didn't fucking work. Alright, oh, the fucking Bogota shit is... Hold on. Where's gaming? Alright. Why didn't that work then? Alright. Alright. Alright, I'm being an idiot right now. I hit the wrong button. Studio mode is what I needed to use. Open up the be right back screen. I think that's what the problem was. I was adding the audio source to the wrong scene. Alright. So I need to add sound so you can get the music. Alright. Now let's try that. All right, cool. I'm back. I'll leave it on Bogota for another minute, since that's current events. I'll have that in the background while I read the news, since that's a pretty fucking significant current event. Damn, XL3V is queuing up a lot of stuff. I think we're gonna run out of time before we run out of music at this rate. All right. Well, let's bring the browser back up. Boom. It's news time. Alright, gotta go ahead and post that we were reading the news. And I'll remind anybody here already, I will prioritize any news articles that people post here over whatever News Anon is posted, in order to please what the audience wants. Alright. Nothing that's gonna piss off Twitch in that thread yet, but I turned off auto updates, so I won't be surprised by any gaping buttholes or anything. Alright, cool. So, let's see. I think I'll also post that in... I'll post in the Matrix as well. Let people know that the news stream is on. Yeah, man, if Colombia gets their shit together and has a big ol' revolution, overthrow the government, whatever, or just pushes them to actually do what the people are demanding, that's gonna be huge. I mean, South America is a fucking... so much going on there right now. We might be seeing... Hey Cap, what's up? We might be seeing, you know, 21st century socialism centered in South America. So the protests in Colombia started over tax hikes on the poor middle class, whatever. But then, like, the police were cracking down on people, and now it's kind of just a protest against the government. So things are heating up over there. There's a whole lot of shit going on in South America right now. No, it's not petty bourgeois protesting. It's like, it's the people. It's like all the people. I mean, there might be some petty bourgeois out there who are pissed off too, but like, they were killing some organizers, and there was a lot of there weren't that many officially counted deaths, but there were a bunch of, you know, corpses in the streets that were being posted around on Twitter, and pretty grim, but a ton of A ton of people are pissed off about all of that. Alright, that's going on the channel playlist. I like this song. Chinese military song, March... Oh, come on. No, play. Come on. Stupid YouTube interface. March of Steel Torrent. Chinese military song. I like that song. Sounds awesome. Yeah. Bad tax laws created protests in the Colombian government's killing workers and union organizers in response. Kinda, yeah. And, people are pissed off about all that. I think it's also just like a long time coming because there's so much resentment built up against the Colombian state because it's a narco, it's not anarcho, it's a narco state operating in service of Western imperialism. Let me adjust the positioning of that text box just a tiny bit. There we go. All right. So that's like a big happening ongoing right now. And if you want to watch this stream directly, I will link you to. Here's the happenings side tube. We got people in there watching this. Actually, more people there than in this side tube right now, which is cool. I'm glad that there's people watching this stuff. I know my place in all this stuff. I'm doing my thing. They're doing that. Somebody wanted me to open up that side tube so people could watch. But yeah, I'll keep this on in the background. Unfortunately, YouTube likes to stutter and show me like one frame every second if I'm not actively interacting with the window. So it's not going to be great, but it'll be there in the background while I'm doing the news. So. Alright, that seems like, hold on, let me... Alright, looks like an APC over there, armored personnel carrier. Yeah. This is a big deal right now. A lot of shit happening in Colombia. By the way, this is a... Oh, fuck. I spilled that all over my face. This is a national scale protest in Colombia. So, it's not just like, this isn't in Bogota, the capital, but there's protests in like a bunch of major cities, and just like the whole country is pissed off right now. Alright, give me... Oh fuck it, I just finished the bottle. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Happy Marx's birthday. Alright. Happy St. Mark's Day, exactly. I haven't heard anything about FARC and ELN. Pablo Escobar responsible for that, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the U.S. is doing about this whole situation in Colombia, but you know, they're not happy about this, I'm sure. There we go. That was too quiet. That's a little bit louder now. Alright, so if nobody's got like news that they want me to read, I'm just gonna go right through News Anon's headlines. Seems like the protests are pretty significant, so I'll keep those on in the background. Actually, let me link people to the streaming SciTube and the happenings. Whoever is linking, posting, is queuing up all these songs. It's some good songs. I already got a version of Katsuya in the default queue, though. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the Japanese version in the queue. All right, cool. All right, so here's the news. Yeah, this is Katyusha, a 8-bit version. I always forget how to pronounce it. It's Katyusha, Katsuya, and shit. I say it wrong. It's Katyusha. Yeah. Posted by Cosmic, or made by Cosmic Famine Communist. So that's pretty good. All right. Oh shit, somebody posted news in the Lefty Poll chat. Nice, so an article about Colombia. Okay, cool. Actually, let's start with this, since somebody posted this in the Lefty Poll chat matrix. Alright. Directly related to what's happening here. Why Colombia's dissident FARC rebels are taking up arms again. Let me turn the volume down just a little bit. There we go. This is worldpoliticsreview.com. The announcement that a group of senior commanders from the Demobilized Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia, or FARC, are taking up arms again is a heavy blow to Colombia's already fragile peace process. The declaration, made in a video posted on August 29th, represents the most significant break to date with the 2016 peace accord that was supposed to end the longest-running conflict in Latin America. In a video posted on social media, the FARC's former second-in-command, Luciano Marin, better known as by his nom de guerre, Ivan Marquez, declared a new chapter in the Marxist guerrillas' armed struggle. One of the key architects of the peace agreement, Marquez, wearing olive military garb and toting a rifle, accused the Colombian government of betrayal. At his side was Seuxis Pausias Hernandez. Seuxis Pausias Hernandez, known more widely to Colombians as Jesus Santrich. Arrested on U.S. drug charges in 2018, Santrich was never extradited to the United States. He was later released before being rearrested and then escaping detention in Colombia earlier this year. Marquez was also flanked by Hernan Dario Velázquez, known as El Paisa, who once commanded an elite guerrilla unit of the FARC and was later part of the negotiating team that struck the peace deal in Havana, and Walter Mendoza, a former commander of the FARC forces in Cauca on Colombia's Pacific coast. These men are popular and command respect among the rank-and-file former FARC combatants. The worry is that they will be able to persuade their former comrades to abandon the troubled peace process and rearm. But perhaps more notable than who was in the video was who wasn't. Several dissident FARC commanders who have opposed the peace deal didn't appear. Miguel Botache Santillana, alias Gentil Duarte, Jenner Garcia Molina, better known as... How the fuck do you pronounce Jahan 40, Hyun 40, and Nestor Vera, alias Ivan Mordisco. These three men currently lead the list of Colombia's most wanted and control large parts of drug trafficking networks in the south of the country. For over a year now, they have coordinated efforts to bring together the disparate pockets of dissident FARC units into a single fighting force. Senior demobilized FARC sources, speaking on the... Oh wait, shit. I need to change this to just chatting. There we go. Just chatting. And then that's right, I need to change, I need to focus. Alright, so bye bye YouTube. Let me restart this on